What's up, all you good-looking mother? Hey guys.
Truckers, truckers,
What'd you say?
truckers.
Truckers.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember I used to say I said that one time and said the other word. Luckily, my dad was laughing too hard and forgot to kind of to spank me or discipline me.
Yes.
Mm.
I-
So, guys, if you'll notice, there's only one ugly guy tonight in the that you can view, Mr. Salt and Pepper himself. Uh,
Here,
or should I
I
say
got you, there, buddy
Arctic
boy.
Camo. It ain't salt and pepper, it's Arctic Camo.
That's right,
Um,
man.
so one of one of my cameras is at work, and the other one is like busted. So I have no camera tonight. So you guys can just sit back, close your eyes, and just picture me there with you.
Or not. I'm just saying, or not. No.
Oh, totally
Yeah,
just kidding. Please don't do that.
no, don't.
And Kenny, don't be
Please don't.
thinking me as a midget either.
Uh, Lord. So, how's everybody doing tonight on this Tuesday night, October 13th? Getting closer to the witching night, man, and a lot of other things for that matter. Hope you guys are doing well. Um, Weather here has not been the best for flying. I did get a little flying in late, Friday evening for about an hour. Me and my buddy Brian went out and flew his OV10. He flew that by himself for the first time. Did a phenomenal job. Was very proud of him for that. Um, Flew his little FMS Cessna, and I flew my F4 Phantom free wing. And after I had put in the new high-tech servo for the elevator, new linkage, did a whole rework on it, guys, because that is the Achilles on that F4. So I hadn't flown it in a while for that very reason. So went ahead, changed out the servo in it, and like I said, redid the linkage with a bigger rod, and better clevises, things like that, and got it dialed in. So I did another flight on it Friday evening, flew it very well. Had to put about 10 clicks of down trim in it though because it was wanting to nose up. So got it back down and brought it home and took the rear hatch off and then got everything back to neutral and got the elevator where it needed to be. And gonna fly it again. It's a great flying jet once you get it dialed in. It's like I was telling Dustin. Other than that, it's a handful. If you don't get it dialed in accordingly, that jet can bite you quick in a couple of ways. But other than that, it's a great jet. It flies very heavy on the sticks, and you guys know what I'm talking about if you fly a lot of jets. But they called them the flying tank, so I guess that's relevant. But it is a beautiful jet. I have the camo one right here above me, and love it. Great jet. So MiG sitting here on the table, you can see I guess part of it right here. Yeah, I hadn't had a chance to maiden it yet. Everything's done to it though. The burners are in it. The Nerf whistles are in it. Everything else is done. It's dialed in. It's ready to fly, man. I've got new servos in it. Dustin and I last week on our show, we touched on a little bit about the servos for the elevator in this jet. Some guys are having issues. You talking to me?
Yeah, yeah. I was about to like Skype just died for some reason. Like your window just died.
Okay.
I have no idea why. I'm sitting here just minding my business. All of a sudden, you just like boop, you disappeared. You pulled a Houdini on me. And I'm like, what?
Yeah, well, they're saying I'm gone. I can see it
Yeah,
now, but can they hear me? Is the question.
yeah. They can hear you. Hold on. Let me do something real quick. Just stay silent. 1 second, guys. Do 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 do. Why does Skype always try to screw me over? Haha.
Yes, sir.
All right, now we back. I have no idea like why I just stopped. I have no idea, no clue whatsoever.
Hmm. All right. So can you guys see me now? Can you hear
Yeah,
me now?
yeah, but they
Okay.
never lost. They never lost.
This, this is my buddy. This is Mason. He's my co-pilot tonight. Since Dustin can't be here,
You talking about?
um,
I am here.
had to bring out the yeah. But I mean, come on, man. Come on, man. um, but no. What I was saying, guys, on the MiG. Some of the guys in the forums and stuff like that are reporting they're still having issues with this jet, with the servos. So I went ahead Sunday afternoon, or no, it was yesterday. I'm sorry, Monday. I went ahead and bypassed the blue box, guys. I just figured why take the chance when Motion RC sent me a Y harness for a reason. Um, don't know why. I don't know that anybody's really disclosed that yet. Um, So I went ahead and bypassed the blue box. Another buddy of mine is going to do Telerons on his just for another added insurance. In the event that the ailerons would go out, he can land it with the Telerons. He's a much better pilot than I am, though. So that would be Mr. Baron Walker at our field. He's a great pilot. Um, but yeah, so guys, I don't know what's right or what's wrong. A lot of guys, Victor Shamulis, some other guys are flying this jet and they're flying it great. John VHRC is flying it. I think he's got the new servos in it, but I'm not sure, if he bypassed the blue box. So all I'm saying is you might just want to read some stuff, look into it, and do what you think works best for you because I decided to go ahead and do it. If I had the why, there's a reason they sent it. Don't know why. I went ahead and bypassed it. It was real simple. So that's where I'm at with it, guys. And as time progresses, I'm sure we'll all hear more, know more, get more feedback. If any of you guys have any feedback, please by all means comment, put it in the chat. Let's hear your thoughts on it. The more of these we can save from going in, the better we all like it. Nobody wants to lose a jet like this, that's for sure. So we've got a good crowd here tonight, guys. Of course, we got Miss Tara in here. Got the wife. Hey,
We always do.
And believe it or not, guys, we do have Dustin. He's here. He's here as a symbol on the screen. He's like Alpha tonight. You need a red dot, man. You could be Alpha tonight. But yeah, we've got Mr. Robert Ortleb. We've got Jeff in Lower Alabama, Michael Reiska, Wild Bill, Dave Snyder, RC Addict, Mr. Hanger 51, Kenny. What's up in FU, buddy? Kevin Trappin, Mr. Ruff, Randy, as we all know him. How are you? I just got here, Gary. Good to see you, man. And let's see, just the great group of guys, man. We got Gary S. We got Mr. Guniak himself, guys. And again, I'm going to just throw this up here.
Big things popping for Mr. Guniak.
That is a beautiful card, business card, guys, of that Ray sent me with my latest for the afterburners for the MiG. You guys check him out. Got all his information here. I don't know if you can quite see that with the glare on it, but yeah. So all of his information is here, and basically, guys, you can find him at guniac33@gmail.com, youtube.com/guniac33, or the official website, www.guniac33.me. So check him out, guys. Get your burners for your jets. I promise you, you will never regret it. It just brings them to life, makes it so much more realistic. You'll thank me. You'll be glad you did. So get you one and enjoy it. So what's been going on, Dustin? What you got a new machine, man? What kind of machine you got, buddy?
I didn't get a new machine. What the hell are you talking about?
Really?
Nah, I just, man, all the thing I got was it's an automatic saw, bandsaw.
Okay, all right. Okay, so is that for cutting rebar, or what are you gonna be doing with it?
There, that's for cutting smooth dowels and like material that I have for my machine that's going to get machined. So
Okay.
I get bar stock, round stock, hexagon stock, whatever, 12-foot long sticks, and you got to cut it up. So now you can just put it in there, set it, and forget it.
Ha! At a
My name.
price everyone can afford.
Well, wait, there's
But
more.
wait, there's more. Oh yes. And let's see, we guys don't want to forget anybody. We got Mr. GB. What's up, Mr. GB Linden? We got Mr. Dave Marshall in the house. Glad to have you here, Dave. Mr. Dennis Farley. And Mr. Shadow Ops was in here earlier. RC Rowland. Mr. RC Addict. What's up, buddy? Good to have you here tonight. Glad to have all you guys here, man. I appreciate every single one of you that can take the time to be here on a Tuesday night and just hang out with us. We're just talking planes, videos. I'm always looking at stuff and sending Dustin a link to this or that. Sent him a link today of a helicopter, man. This dude's an amazing pilot. It was on Instagram. He just like slings his helicopter around and backs it into a parking space and drops it in. If you
Yeah, he
guys haven't
does.
seen it, you definitely need to see it. I don't know what you can pull up tonight. Can you pull up anything? Can you do anything?
Yeah, I mean, I can pull up stuff. You just can't see my beautiful face.
Oh, okay. What's up, Pilot Ryan? How you doing, buddy? Okay.
There, I'm
Yeah.
on the screen now.
Oh, okay. All right, cool. Got Mr. Hamilton's Hanger in here tonight. Good to have you. And look, guys, the video I posted this afternoon, I
What's
just
up,
want to say
GB?
thank you to everyone for all the just awesome comments. Mr. Frank is a awesome gentleman. He owns the field where we fly. He actually has a Taylorcraft and a J3 Cub that are his that he flies personally on his own strip, and still flies those planes. And Mr. Frank is just a great pilot in RC and in the real plane world. But just a great friend to have, and it's just an awesome opportunity for us to be able to fly at such a beautiful field. He keeps it so maintained for us. And if you're listening, Mr. Frank, thank you so much for the opportunity to have a club and to fly where we do and have the fellowship that we have every time we're all out there. I just really appreciate that and all the guys that come out there and support. And he did a great job flying. That's an awesome airplane, man. The Cessna Carbon Z. It's a 2.1 meter wingspan. Guys, I'm just saying, if you want just a great flying, awesome airplane to get out and have fun, that video sums it up. It is that easy to fly as far as the characteristics. You get about 7 to 8 minutes of flight time, depending on how you fly it. You can run anything from a 4 sail to 6 sail pack, from a 4,000 to 7,000 milliamp. And it's just an awesome airplane, guys, and you can't help but see it. It's big. So if any of you guys are thinking about wanting a nice, big, pretty, presentable airplane that looks great in air, that's a great one. Everything about it's nice and stout. So definitely check it out, Horizon Hobby, and that's the E-Flite Bind and Fly Basic. Also comes with safe technology, so you gotta love it. So yeah, thanks for watching that and your great comments, guys. And I'm trying to get back to you as quickly as I can. I try to answer all my comments, so thank you very much for that as well.
Boom, there I am. People are, I'm here now.
Oh, it's Skippy. He's in the house. That's right.
Oh, man. What's up, Shay? Randy? Pilot Ryan? Pilot Jerry?
Win. Mace, get over here, buddy. The dog's hanging out in here with me.
Shit week in Boston. Man.
What you got, bud? Come here. So what have you been working on, man? Anything good?
Oh, man, you're 100 hours short from 4,000. Dude, that's awesome, man. You've came a long way.
Hey, man, I'm trying. I'm just having fun. You know, it's just I ain't stressing it one way or the other. It's great. You know, I mean, I'm trying, man. I don't know. Like I said, I'm just happy to be here, and I'm happy to have all these guys that just share and enjoy doing what I do. I had a guy hit me on Instagram this week that was telling me how much he appreciated the retract repair on the Corsair, and I don't know, man. You hear stuff like that, and somebody, it just means a lot to you, um, and it
Mm-hmm.
really makes you feel really good that somebody cares enough to take the time to make a comment on what you're doing, and it was actually helpful to him. He
Yeah.
said he replaced the retract on his, and it really made it easy. So that was nice to know.
Oh yeah. Well, it's like GB. He he had a hard landing with his L39, and I completely forgot about this until he mentioned it. And hell, this was like a year ago. But anywho, he was trying to like adjust something with the landing gear or something other. Anyway, I was like walking him through it, and I completely forgot about it. And he brought it up a few weeks ago, and I was like, oh yeah, I remember that now. Like, damn dude, I completely forgot. you know,
Lord,
so we got
yeah.
a we got a very uh, great bunch of guys and that are um, honest and humble.
Well, that's the thing, man. You can't ask for a better community of people, and like I said, when you can put stuff out there and guys can enjoy it, and it helps someone, that just makes it all worthwhile. I mean, I'm very humbled by it and comments, and the funny thing is, man, the video I did this afternoon, somebody has already thumbs down it, and my wife asked me, she said, who could do that? I mean, this is an older gentleman flying a plane, smiling, having a great time, and somebody's already thumbs it down. And I said, you know what, Pilot Ryan, GB, all these guys that are big in the industry, man, they all know how it works. There's trolls and
Oh
haters,
yeah,
and it doesn't matter what kind of video you put out. Somebody, I think they're just going to do it to see the thumbs down come up because they want to say, one, I did that, and
yeah.
hey, but you know what? It's like my wife said, Dustin. She said, well, hey, on the bright note, YouTube loves responses. So even a thumbs down is a response. So if that's
Mhm.
how it's going to be, then that's how it's got to be. And if somebody sees something they don't like with a wonderful gentleman flying an airplane, then maybe they wouldn't like kittens and puppies anyway. So I'm just saying, they've got a problem, man. You know what I'm saying?
Oh
Um,
yeah. Well, hey, I
but
gotta
yeah,
get a paper towel real quick. I just accidentally spilled some of my drink. Sorry, I didn't want to interrupt you like while you're in it to win it. But no, man, it's like this. If you're um, successful or
Yep.
people think you're successful, you're always gonna have the haters, and that's just life. That's just how it
That's
is.
it. That's right.
All right,
And
stand by.
that's what it is. But no, I mean, guys. You know what? I started this whole venture a little over a year ago. And when I started in this, my venture, I watched Pilot Ryan. Of course, we all did with Motion RC. Um, I had seen, RC Informer, RC Geek. Of course, GB Linden. I mean, we'd all seen the bigger names. And I thought, well, heck, I'd like to try this, and I'd do it. And of course, I watched Dave's RC, and I watched these guys, and I thought, well, why am I different? Why can't I do it? Even though I don't like being on camera, I figured, well, I'll give it a shot. And so a year and a half later, or maybe a little more, here I am, and no, I haven't moved through the ranks like Dave Marshall and some of the other guys. I mean, Dave's was smoking it, man. And kudos to Dave. He's done a great job. But you know what, guys? At the end of the day, like I said, if I can help somebody and do something I love and have fun at the same time, I'm happy with that. And I told my wife when I first started doing this, I said, you know what? I said, if I could just get something free, I'd feel accomplished. Well, you know what, guys? I've gotten a lot free from this hobby. I've got not only all of you guys as a community, which is huge, but I've gotten free planes. I've won 3 planes from Dave's RC. I've won stuff from Kenny's show. I wasn't there, but I won it. Would have had it. I've gotten stuff from big companies, Horizon Hobby. I'm still talking with them on some things. Hobby King. I mean, guys, I reached a goal that threw up there, and it happened and it stuck. And for me, that was huge, and it just really inspired me to do better and to try to do more and to try to bring better videos to you guys. Um, and then, like I said, my next goal was, well, I'd like to get 1,000 subscribers. Well, here I am. And of course, everybody says, well, my next goal is I'd like to be monetized. Well, this close. So, I mean, it is what it is, and I'm just having fun with it. And I'm just glad. I'm glad to have every one of you guys, and I appreciate every view, every like, every thumbs up, every comment. It means a lot to me, and all the inspiration from all you big dogs out there that keep inspiring us every day. Keep doing what you do, because I'm learning. I'm watching and I learn, and that's how we all get better at what we do. So thank you to everyone who's been an inspiration. I appreciate it.
And all together we go, aww.
Hey man, it's true, man. You know what I'm saying?
I know it's true. I just like busting your balls every chance I get.
Yeah, I know you do.
Because I know the feeling's mutual.
This is my buddy. He loves me. See, he's a hugger, man. He's a hugger. Yes, he is.
What's up, Jermaine? Rolling. Robert's been laying down some heat on me tonight. But no, Kevin. So the reason why there's a Skippy's peanut butter jar is I think it was GB that started calling me Skippies because I eat like a lot of Skippies, all natural, creamy peanut butter, not the chunky stuff, not the oily stuff. The jar on your screen, literally, if I could buy a case of it, I would buy a case of it.
I'm telling you, man, you need to try the squeeze, buddy. You'd be addicted. You can carry it anywhere you go. You can stick that in your back pocket. Good
question, Hamilton. How is the F-14 coming? Oh, it's in the box behind him. That's how it's going.
It's here. Hey, but wait a minute. Hold up. How about a little props that I do have the MiG here, going. I have flown the F4. I've got stuff going on. You guys don't see everything, and I've been helping a friend, man. I mean, I love helping my buddies too, man. So what do you do? I mean, I did build his plane, and I did get it flying for him and dial it in, and he had a great flight. So come on now, a little bit of props here. And yes, I am ready to work on the F-14. I just told Dustin that tonight before we started. I'm ready to get it. So definitely, it's coming. So I'm looking forward to the jet. Oh yeah. So
peanut butter jelly time.
So has anybody got the gripping coming? I mean, what's up with that? It kind of seemed to die down a little bit. I hadn't heard a lot of hype about it. I tell you what was awesome. I don't know if James is around or he's listening, but that Zero, man, that Zero.
Oh, that's a bad female dog.
Yes, that Zero is like, wow, man. That plane is killer, and he flew it, bud. I mean, it looked so good, James. If you watch this later, you hearing this, man, props to you, buddy, because that was a big plane, and you handled it like a big dog, buddy. Let me just tell you. Yeah, I love to have that plane, man. That's sweet.
Hamilton, the Skippy's peanut butter jar is a representation of me, of moi.
Yeah.
George, you gotta try it, man. It's like so much like smoother. Like I go and eat like Jiffies, even Jiffies like natural or just plain Jiffies, and it tastes like it has like a chalky texture to it. It's weird to describe. But yeah.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
But yeah, I mean, look, I don't know if any of these guys. I think they said that Zero was sold out. Mm-hmm. That plane would be beautiful done in gas as well, man. Like a 4-stroke. Could you imagine that plane in a 4-stroke?
Oh Lord.
Yeah, it'd be awesome. Because do you remember the wingspan on that jet, on that plane? It's big, man.
On the Zero?
Yes. That was the Black Horse that James was showing the other day.
I think it's 2,300. Oh, well,
It's
almost a 2400.
yeah, it's nice, and it's also I don't think it's Monocoat, but it's something like that, like the Black Horse, the models that they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but the detail and everything on it looked incredible. Um, only thing about a plane like that, man, I mean, you can somewhat fix foam. You mess up a plane that's like that Ultra Coat or Monocoat, and well, you got a lot bigger problem, man. And it's not quite as easy to fix. uh, I don't know. That's the only drawback about that kind of stuff. For me. I've got one beautiful red tail P-51 hanging right back here that I built. I flew it about 5 or 6 times, and I decided, I don't want to fly that anymore. It's too nice. So it's a hangar queen. It hangs back here behind me. But it's a beautiful plane, man. It's the Hangar 9 edition of the P-51 red tail. Um, it was actually like the second plane I ever built, and it's nice. So, um, but yeah, and don't forget, guys. Now coming up, what is it? November 21st, I think, through the 23rd, down in Florida. You got the Merry Boozers get together, and they're flying. They're having down there. Hopefully, it'll be a great time for everybody. I'd love to go. I just don't know that I can make that happen, man. And it'd be a great time, that's for sure. Especially, there's going to be a lot of jets and stuff out there. I'm sure they'll have a nice turnout because Wesley and them, man, they're killing it. They're over 4,000 subscribers now, so they're doing really well. Congratulations on that, Wesley, and the Boozer team. And then we've got Mr. Rich Baker, the RC Informer, man. He's at 19,500 last I checked. He's getting ready to kick 20,000. And guys, when he does, he says that he's going to have a big giveaway. So that ought to be really cool. Be nice to see what he's going to bring and put out. Probably a good giveaway coming from him as well. So yeah, a lot of good things going on, man. And then of course everybody's got the holidays coming up, so we need to get ready with the wish list, guys, and so Santa can come to town. A lot of you guys out there probably asking, we're like kids, asking, we want this for Christmas, I want that for Christmas. I mean, what are you guys asking for? What do you guys want? I mean, are there planes you want, parts you want, replacements you want? What are you thinking?
Me,
Dustin?
I want more tooling for my machine.
Of course you do, man. Yes.
I don't know. I've been flying that drone. That drone's actually pretty cool. I can see why people get into that because it's fun. I mean, it's fun.
Yeah, and the FPV part of it, man, is great. It really is.
Yeah, I'm already flying on. They've got like 3 modes. Beginner mode, which limits like your tilt axes or how far you can tilt over, kind of like Safe does. Then the next one is like it wants a stuff level
Yeah.
when you let go of the sticks, which is kind of where I've been flying at. But I've been dabbling in full control because full control is like once you get to that, just like in planes, once you get to that pitch moment, you just more or less just hold it there.
Right.
So it's fun. It's fun. I don't. I think I'll like outgrow it pretty quick. So I may end up like just selling it and buying something that's a little bit more sportier, faster, better video capabilities. Maybe get some like use Fat Sharks or something.
Yeah. Well, and that's the thing. I mean, the one I've got on it self levels the Hubson, and I love it, man. It's a great drone. It's got the GPS. Now you can fly it, by itself as far as without the GPS, and it goes much faster and everything. It, it, it's an awesome little drone, man. For the money, it's hard to beat.
Mm-hmm.
And the screen on the transmitter is this big, and it's 1080. So that's nice as well, and it's got home feature. Yeah, so it's like it's a little bigger probably than what you got, but it's a good drone for the money. I think I paid like what $280 for the drone, the transmitter, and what, three batteries? What do you want, boo? Lassie, what is it? What do you want, Lassie?
Just trying to tell you where Timmy's at in the well.
I know, right? Hey, man. Wait, a good boy. Oh, he's a good buddy. Man, I'm telling you, man, this is my buddy. He goes everywhere with me. He goes to work every day with me. He does. You hit this jet, though, and we're going to have a problem.
He's your buddy, but he ain't that much of a buddy.
Yeah, exactly. We got a problem. You hit this jet, man.
GB, it is the EMAX Tiny Hawk Freestyle 2. It's the kit. But all in all, like, it's a good kit. I mean, what kind of sucks about it is it uses two batteries. It uses two one cell 4500s. In order to replace it to like an XC30, you've got to put in bigger wires and do some soldering and stuff, and it's just stuff that I'm not tooled up to do, or I don't need to be soldering around circuit boards like that.
Yeah.
So I'm of the feeling that it can bypass oil.
He was ready to go back in the house. My man done left one. Damn. Oh, well. He said, I need some AC.
Well, that's right. He ain't got AC out there.
No, it's not bad out here tonight, though. It actually feels pretty good out tonight. It was kind of cool this morning when I walked outside, actually.
First one.
They say it's supposed to be getting cooler, too, so it's getting that time. Looking forward to that, and that's only good for the Jets, you know.
Well, and that also means, too, we're heading into what they call Han Solo weather.
Ah, okay.
Where all the girls dress up like Han Solo. They wear their black spandex and some, like, white shirt and a brown vest. Han Solo season.
Well, that would be called a yoga solo. You know, I don't know what people did before yoga pants, man. I mean, it's like, damn. Gosh, that's like the universal dress code now, isn't it?
Yeah.
And some it's a great thing, but some, well, not so much. You know what I mean? It's like, yeah, you didn't get the memo there, Shug. But no, I mean, okay, so back to airplanes, the Gripen. Again, I don't know anybody. I think one of our guys has it pre-ordered. I don't know. When are they supposed to come in? Does anybody know? And hit it up in the chat, guys. Emojis, thumbs up, whatever, if you've got one ordered. I'm just curious. I think Victor Shamulis might have one ordered. I don't know who else does, but I'm going to be curious to see how that thing does as well. Now, and the FMS one, the Raphael, whatever it's called, that one, to me, like I said, we talked about that. That's pretty sweet looking. But again, I don't know. I love this Meg, and I'm happy with this stuff right now, man. And I got plenty to work on for the time being. So, you know. So yeah, Santa don't need to be bringing no planes no time soon. I got to get what I got flying as it is.
George Watts goes, yoga pants are the best. I'm a sundress kind of guy.
Just a sundress kind of guy. Hey, I was saying today, I don't know if you guys saw Dustin's video on Facebook, but I said if we ever have an apocalypse, I know who I want on my team.
Gotta find me first.
I said, yeah. I said, the man's a good shot and he's got a good setup. So, yeah, he would definitely be our sniper guy. That's for sure.
I wonder if I actually got that on my channel.
I don't know. That was pretty cool. Is that what you did for your birth announcement?
Yeah, because we didn't know. Neither of us knew the sex, and so only one of her friends did, and then I just had my some tannerite and a big box of chalk.
Sure.
And we blew it up.
Yeah, it had to have been a big box of chalk. Definitely. That was pretty cool. It's a pretty cool idea. But yeah, I like that, man. First when I saw it today, I was like, "What the heck? Are they having another kid?"
A lot of people on Instagram think I'm having another kid.
Yeah.
But that's not the case. This is from the first kid.
Yeah, yeah, I get it now. That's why I say I had to read it a couple of times to be sure what was going on there.
Right, right.
But
Well, let me get this up real quick here. Let's see. Can show you guys what I'm working with. Oh, so it's like 110 yards shooting offhand, and just boop. uh, in it, which was funny because I'm sitting here and I'm waiting, like I'm just killing time. Then I turn around and look at Ashley. I'm like, "Are you sure you want to do this?"
yeah, that
Oh
was
yeah,
cool.
like there's everybody. Yay! All right, back to planes.
Yeah, that was cool. Yeah.
But everybody was like, "Oh, congratulations! And it's new machine day!" Like what? I'm
Yeah,
like,
right.
no, 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 no.
No, please no. Oh Lord.
Hmm. What's up, Dennis? I know I would look good in a sundress, but hell, $20 is $20, and you know what? I came out of college debt free, so that's a win for me.
Mm, yeah. He loves to brag about that. Hey, I don't know if that's a bragging thing or not, buddy. I'm going to tell you.
It's alright. Hey, I ain't got no shame in my game. Oh, wow, Robert.
Mm.
And two are past them in here. Good lord. That's a lot of, tannerite.
So how's everybody else's weather been? We had that storm that came up from Louisiana, kind of New Orleans, and it curved back around over North Carolina.
Mm-hmm.
It's just been really dreary, rainy here for since what, Friday evening, or actually Saturday. Sun finally came out today, but other than that, it's just been kind of blah and wet. Um, and like I said, it's supposed to get a little bit cooler, but not cold, but cooler. So I don't know how you guys' weather's doing, but I'm just ready for some sunshine at this point. God.
Yeah, I'll be glad when our expansion stops, so that way I can kind of like, I don't know, slow down and get back to machining and getting back to, I don't know, doing fun stuff. I mean,
Yeah.
this is fun because I like problem solving, but it's just getting to a point where I'm just
You say
I about had a beta
fun,
of it.
all of that.
Yeah, so like the
This is the
guys they saw that and like, man, what is this? I'm like, that's our new saw. They're like, oh damn, that's a saw. I'm like, yeah. Well, why's it got a cage around it? So you idiots don't put your hands in it where it's not supposed to be. And they're like, good call.
touche that. Yeah, kind of like a guy that stuck his finger in a rebar bender. Okay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
How's his finger doing, by the way?
I don't know. Well, I know it's doing better, but he kept saying that he was going to come back, and he showed up for like 4 hours one day, and like just left, didn't tell nobody nothing, and just left. And he was like,
Yeah.
"Oh, my finger hurts. I can't pull the trigger on the gun to like tie
Huh.
rebar, which is tying rebar is not hard work." And we're like, use your left hand, but he literally just out like he was getting something from his car, got in the car and left.
Huh. Wow.
So he kind of like more or less just let himself go.
Huh. Yeah. Yeah. He's probably drawing more money on unemployment anyway. I
I don't
mean,
know. I don't know.
seems to be the story.
But we paid him like from the point that he hurt himself, and it was and not to sound rude or mean or cruel or nothing like that, but it was his fault. He got complacent, and and so from that point, I think it was like 6 7 weeks passed. We paid him a full paycheck.
Huh.
Um, just because he had, I mean, he's a family man, he has kids. If you think you're a family man, you have kids, you want to provide for them.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
don't let me get started on that rant.
Yeah.
Um,
Wow. So how
So
about you guys? Did you see Bobby Cometa flying the UMX Timber inside the little warehouse there with he and Ryan last week? It was actually pretty cool, man. He was going up the wall and riding the wall for a little bit. It was like he was skateboarding with an airplane, man. It was
oh,
pretty cool.
really?
But he was in a small contained area. I mean, so I give him props, man. Considering no bigger than the space where they were actually flying the plane. I mean, it's a decent space. Don't get me wrong, but you're flying an airplane in it, man. I mean, he did really good, and would go up the wall and kind of ride the wall on the wheels and come back down. So yeah, I think they boogered one time, but other than that, I mean, he was flying really good. And I think Ryan was standing beside him so Bobby wouldn't run over him. But yeah, that was pretty funny. Uh, there's been a lot of good video. I mean, good stuff, and then a lot of good MiG videos. People posting nice maiden flights. From what my friend was saying that has maidened his. Um, basically, same thing I found with mine. We all seem to find a 150 CG works best. The book calls out for 140. We all went with 150, and they're flying at 150 and seeming to do very well with it. And they're saying that it lands as well as, if not better than, the Freewing A10, which is a incredibly flying well jet that I love to fly. So if it lands and flies better than the A10, well, kudos to you, Motion RC, because that A10 is incredible. So I can't. I'm very excited to maiden this thing. It's going to be an awesome thing. And then I think once I do, I'm going to be more excited about it. I've actually ordered a couple of 5,000 more than what I've got. I've got a few 5,000s, but they're getting a little bit weak. Not too bad, but I went ahead and ordered some new ones because I'm going to normally probably fly this jet with 6,000s, but a lot of people are finding the sweet spot with this jet is 5,000s. So that's probably what I will end up going with and probably sticking with if I like it. As far as weight, CG, the whole 9 yards. But with the 6,000s in it right now, we're at 150. And that's with the that's with Ray's afterburners in it and the Nerf whistles, aluminum tape in the pipes. It's not, it ain't gonna change it, but so much. But that's where I'm at, and that's where guys that don't have those things, they're at 152, and it's flying well with the 6,000s. So just a little note there to remember if you're going to be flying the MiG. And once I do fly it and maiden it, it will be recorded, and I will get back with you guys and just kind of, let you know my thoughts and how I thought it felt. This, according to some of the guys, they're saying it doesn't feel heavy on the sticks, which it's not a light bird with the packs in it. It feels kind of heavy in your hands. But they're saying it doesn't feel that way in the air, kind of like the F4 does. So that's a good thing to know too. So I'll be excited for that as well, to see how it feels on the sticks. So what have you flown lately, man? What have you been doing? You flown anything?
yeah, I flew a drone at work.
I mean, other than that, I'm talking an airplane, man. Come on.
Well, isn't a drone an airplane?
No, it's a drone.
But isn't it like a categorized as an airplane?
Oh, you only a smart ass now. I guess if you asked the right person, the FAA, they would say, yeah. So, it's unmanned. So, but
Nah.
I'm talking wings.
Yeah, a drone has 4 wings, and on those wings is attached to a motor. They don't generate lift, but I mean, hell, you can call them wings if you want. They identify as wings. How about that?
Oh, okay. Well, then that's all that matters. Then. Shit.
I'm just kidding, buddy.
Uh,
I'm just kidding. But
how about the Mirage?
nah,
Have you taken it out anymore? You done anything else with it?
no, it's still sitting on the counter when I unloaded it. I
Damn.
did fix the pits. Um,
I gotta get you down here, man. You gotta bring your ass down here and fly, man. Damn, come on.
I got the pits fixed. Well, I say fixed. I finally put the landing gear on it, and then as I put the landing gear on it, I saw where some of the plastic wasn't glued as well. Surprise. To the
Sure.
foam, so I glued it, and pretty much all I need to do is insert 2 screws and it's ready to fly.
Okay. Well, that's good. Well, you can fly that at your dad's house too, though.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't know. As long as you don't hurt any small horses, I guess, in the process.
I was
right?
taking
That's-
I was taking that tag on drone and like going around them like in circles and like getting close to them and kind of Dad's like, don't don't you harass them horses. So then I came, I came to the golf cart, and he was like he was like leaned back, like relaxing in the golf cart, so his head was far away, and so I got
Yeah.
kind of like head level,
Yeah.
and I went through the golf cart from like passenger side to the driver's side, or driver's side to passenger side, and like freaked my dad out. He was like, what happens if you would have hit me? I'm like, what if?
Yeah, what if?
What if? Oh man. He's like, what if? I was like, what if my aunt wakes up tomorrow with a penis? Does that still make her my aunt? And
I think that would be your uncle at that
my
point in
dad,
time.
my dad's like,
And y'all might need to have some family intervention at that point. I'm just saying.
look,
Yeah.
she ain't, she's my aunt by blood. So
That's scary.
my uncle's blood. She ain't.
Okay.
But my dad, I love saying stuff like that to get my dad like tongue tied or like doesn't know what to say because it's always been like an ongoing battle with him and I.
Yeah.
And he didn't have nothing to say, so I was like, 1 point for me.
Mm.
But
So,
what's the next thing for you like to get together?
the what now?
What's the next thing for you to get together?
Well, like I said, I want to work on the F-14. I'd love to get this SU flying and this A-10. Both of these here, man. That A-10 is supposed to be phenomenal. I've got the packs for it, and it's an easy build. And then, of course, the SU. I mean, I think I think it'll be a great flying airplane as well. From everybody I've seen flying it, and I think our field is manicured well enough to fly it. I just got to get it done, man. But it's like you start on one thing. It's like if I start on that F-14, I don't like to have 2 or 3 things going at one time because my OCD kicks in and I'm hyper focused on what I'm doing. So that's kind of when I get on something, that's where I'm at. Let me know, guys, if the chat's working right. I'm not seeing anybody putting anything in here other than myself for a while. And
Really? No, I've seen everybody.
okay, because I'm not. Mine
Yeah,
stopped
Mike,
at like
that's me. That's my new
8:56.
icon, man.
I'm gonna shut this one down and refresh it and see what happens because my mess is acting stupid. Might be since we started back up or something. Yeah, see now I've got stuff coming in I didn't before. What's up, Deuces Wild? See, I was missing you guys. Yeah, test is right.
It
Yes,
won't listen you.
everybody's had problems this week. I mean, Mary Boozers was having problems Sunday night. They were having big problems with their stuff, so I don't feel too bad. What's up, Mr. Jackson RC Aviation, man? Fist bump to you, buddy. And we've got, let's see, who else? Spencer Keith. Like I said, Deuces Wild. Yeah, man, you guys, all you regulars in here love it. Brian Brody, what's up, buddy? My man's made it. How was that steak tonight, man? And like I told you guys, Brian did an awesome job flying his OV-10 last Friday evening. I was so proud of him. He did an awesome flight. That's a great flying airplane, guys, and it's just really nice looking. So hats off to you, Brian. Salute, man. Big salute. You did great. And but yeah, I like I said, my live stream my chat just kind of stopped, and I've been sitting here going, well, was nobody chatting in it, or are they just sitting there? And
Yeah.
so yeah, it was. I mean, it was weird, man. I even put something there, and I saw mine, but nobody else. So it was kind of weird. But yeah, it's nice to know it's not just our stuff that's having problems. So yeah, but yeah, I appreciate all you guys being here, and Dustin's here, but he's represented by a jar of peanut butter tonight. So
Hmm.
Skippy. um, and Jackson, you guys have been staying busy lately too, man. You and Madison been getting a lot done. Flying, racing cars, trucks. There's a nice place. Brian, my friend, was actually showing me. It is in Wilson, North Carolina. I took some pictures of it the other day. I need to send those to you, Dustin, so you can throw them up some point. These guys have opened an indoor track, and they actually have a big outdoor track that's a bigger scale. That's an oval that they're getting ready to do outside. They're working on, but the indoor track. This was a grocery store, and these guys bought it, and they have got the inside of this place, man, and it is a nice indoor track for truggies and things like that. I told my buddy, I said, man, Pilot Ryan be digging that, man, because it's indoors. You can come year round. The rain doesn't slow you down. They've got some jumps, and you go up the wall in some places, man. It's pretty cool. Yeah, I can see where it would make you want to do it if you had never done it. So that was really nice to see that somebody's kind of bringing something back to the area. Dustin, if you hadn't been to it, you ought to go, man.
I have not been there.
It's not too far from you. The guy used to have an outdoor track in Wilson. He was the only other show besides the Antique. And what's it called? World of RC, I think is what it's called. And see, it must be doing really well, man, if he bought this, let's see, is it carpet track? It's both, Air Marshal. It's clay, and then when you go up part of the wall in some places, it's like AstroTurf, from dirt to AstroTurf and back down to dirt. So it's super nice track. And like I said, this guy bought a grocery store, and he did the whole inside of it.
Mm-hmm.
And they sell the parts, they sell the trucks, they do it all. And then outside, they've got a great big oval track, and they're building an even bigger track for, like, it's either 1/8 or 1/10. It's big RC stuff outside that they're working on right now. So yeah, Brian said it's World of RC in Wilson, and it is a huge track. So I don't know if any of you guys are in the area or close by Wilson, North Carolina, but if you are, give it a look, because I know you love it. Because if you guys are loving the trucks and the surface and things like that, this place is awesome. So yeah, clay tracks, exactly. That's right. Yeah, Pilot Ryan be digging it, man. That's what I told my friend Brian. I said, Pilot Ryan be all over that.
All hail.
That's only probably about, what, 30 minutes from you.
Yep. Skype did its thing again.
Oh, has it blocked me out again?
Yep. I have no idea why.
Because it's on my channel, man.
Like, I don't even mess with it. I'm messing over on my other screen, reading the comments. Stand by. Do, 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 do. Sorry, guys. Skype hates us. So, Spencer Keith, you ordered the jet yet? You got everything else for it, minus the jet?
Jace? Room service?
Sweet, dude. Awesome.
Yeah, man. Hey, look, we just need a pic. Hey, look, they said put a picture of something else for me up there instead. Put the bread. I'll be the bread, man. You can be the peanut butter. You know what I'm saying? Like,
No, that means we go together and like
Yeah, well,
we go together. But no, I ain't spreading my my nutty stuff on you.
Yeah, no, no.
You walked into that one. So we're gonna have a contest. Who can get the plane together first and in the air? Spencer Keith.
Oh please! I know Spencer. Look, I'm not even betting on that one, man, because Spencer's ready. He's got his wheels. Probably got his stuff from you for his mods. I mean, I think he's got everything. So yeah, I mean, I still got to get my wheels, and I've got to get my high-tech servos. Other than that, I'm ready because I do have the what? The plates right here for the landing gear, and we also have the front nose gear landing mod that you have perfected with the blind nuts and everything else. This is the Mr. Dustin Holloman perfected nose gear landing, guys, and let us not forget where it came from. And then we also have our Castle BEC that Mr. Rich Baker and Dustin told me to get as well. So, yes, everything's ready.
Hey, buddy.
Everything is ready except for the wheels and the servos. Other than that, I can start on it. You know, we can go ahead and get going on it. But yeah, I gotta get you and Rich in here at some point. We need to get together on Skype and start working on this thing. I gotta get a receiver too. I need to figure out which receiver I want. That's another thing I gotta get. But I do need to place an order with Horizon and get the wheels because Spencer Keith did tell me that they are in stock. So I need to get those, and I need to go ahead and get my receiver and decide what I'm gonna put in here. So, but I think I'm gonna go with a 9. I think I'm gonna go with a 9 channel with the AS3X. Is what I'm gonna do.
That's what's
what
up.
Do you think? Think that's all right?
If it was me, I would probably just to keep things simpler. And this is just my 2 cents. Is I would probably go with a satellite lemon. And then if you want to add a gyro, you can add a gyro. I mean, this plane is heavy. It's big.
Right.
I mean, I feel like it really takes a good amount of wind to really affect it, right? Like if it's like 5 or less, maybe even 8 or less, I feel like you really won't be feeling this plane getting really jostle around until you get like to 10 or 12. I mean, you'll see. Well, you can pick up the box and see just how heavy that is, and
yeah,
90% of that is just a weight of the plane itself.
Oh, but I love a gyro, man, and especially when we have crosswinds, and we have them, you know, not all the time, but right often, and that's the biggest thing. It's just for crosswinds, and I don't have them turned up a lot, but I've got them enough that if there's a crosswind, it ain't kicking my plane around like that. And like Spencer was saying, the AR-93, yeah, he was saying the AR-9350 is what he's using, and that's what I was kind of thinking was a 9-channel. And then I believe, and I'm sure RC Air Marshal could chime in on this or somebody else, but I believe now with the New Spectrum receivers that with the DX8 and up, you can do everything in the radio versus having to have the plug for the app on the phone that I already have. I think you can do it all right in the radio, if I'm not mistaken. That's what somebody was telling me the other day. So if you're in here, RC Air Marshal, and you know the answer to that, shout it out, because, like I said, my friend was saying that I have an app on my iPhone with a plug. You plug into your receiver, or you can do it Bluetooth. He's saying you don't need that now. You can do everything right from the radio. So I don't know if you know, and I'm sure you do. Chime in. Yeah, and David Snyder was saying, I'm thinking you have to have a 9-channel, which, yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking too. But I have an 8-channel right here. This one here, it's a DX8 Gen 2. It's what I have. It says, yeah, with an AR637T, you can do it all in the transmitter. Okay. But with the F14, you would need a channel expander. Okay, all right, good to know. And that just basically what? Gives you an extra channel for the radio? Yes,
No, maybe so.
maybe. Or can't you, I mean, on that plane though, do you really need all 9 channels? I mean, if you're not doing certain things, do you have to have all 9 channels? See,
I
I've
mean,
heard.
the plane flies fine at 6 channels, or technically 7 channels, right?
Yeah, that's what I've heard. Yeah, exactly.
It flies fine there, but if you want to take it kind of like to the next level,
Right.
um, then that's when you can start like splitting stuff up and mixing, like RC Geek, for example.
Yeah.
But I mean,
Well,
that's like Rich Baker. All his stuff, all that plane is all standard, like
yeah.
7 channels, I believe.
Yeah, because he's only flying with a DX9, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah. You need at least 7 for that. Yeah, and I've got a DX8. That's what I've got. Now, I've been thinking about getting the IX12, which I've got a Gen 2 DX8 and a Gen 2 DX6 that's never been used. It's brand new. Still got the boxes and everything for both of these. I'll probably sell them and get the IX12.
Well, they're word on the street from my very valuable friend is that they're coming out with a new radio.
Oh, you mean Horizon is?
Yes.
Awesome. Cool.
And so it's gonna be like an IAX12, but better.
Better processor?
Yeah.
Because that's the problem. That's the
Well,
problem with.
it's not gonna be Arduino based, so you're not gonna have that kind of like lag startup time, or the fact that you gotta cut the radio off. You gotta cut
Yeah.
if you want to. You gotta cut the Arduino off and then like the radio off, so to speak,
Yeah.
to turn it really off. Which, you know, I love Pokeyoke stuff. If I turn it off, I want it to be off.
Yes.
Type thing.
Yes.
But you know, to each their own.
Well, I thought about getting the 20, but then it's like, well, I won't ever need it, But then
Mhm.
again, the 20's got the faster processor than the 12. That's the reason I would get it because yeah, I have heard that the 12 can be very slow and blah blah. Depends on who you ask. Like Victor Shameless loves his. I think Air Marshall's got one. He loves his. So it depends on who you ask
Yeah.
and what you do with it. But yeah, I mean, I've thought about the 20. And I don't have a problem with getting it. I could sell both of these, and I just don't know, man. I'm torn, but I know I've been afraid of the 12. That's why I have not gotten the 12 because I've just heard more complaints than I have good, and that's why I have not pulled the trigger on a 12 yet.
Mhm.
I see, here's GB saying John loves his 12. Air Marshall says, I never turn off the 12. I treat it like a cell phone. I think Wesley Boozer has one. I think he loves his. I mean, you
Yeah.
hear a lot of guys that love it, but then I've got some other guys that say,
Well, my
you know,
friend
don't.
Dan, he had 2 that crapped out on him, like no reason at all, just boop, crapped the bed.
See, that ain't good either.
And then Horizon like tried to bend him over for him to fix it, and one of them was like brand new, almost, or something to that
Damn.
effect. It was new to him. It was like second hand, but this gentleman didn't use it really.
Right. Yeah. Well, like I said, I know I can sell my 8 and this 6 all day long because the 6 is brand new, never been used. And the 8, like I said, I've got the boxes and the manuals for both of them, and the plastic hadn't even pulled off the screens, so they're in phenomenal condition. And I know I can sell both of them because they're go-to radios for typically they're what most anybody needs, really. And the 9, yes, the DX9 Ray is awesome. I take nothing away from it. The only reason I'd want a 12 or a 20 is for the internet access. And really, do you have to have that? No. And the touch screen, things like that. I mean, that's really the only reason I would even go to them. So yeah, I'm still up in the air, man. I just don't know. My friend Brian that I fly with, he just got the 9 and loves it.
Hmm.
It's the 9 Black that he's got, and this is great radio. But then I think, well, like for instance, the F-14. Okay, well, let's say you need 9 channels, to do this, this, and this. Okay, well then you don't have anywhere else to expand. So let's say you wanted to do a canopy that opens and closes. You need a servo for that. You wanted to do some other little mods here or there, air brakes or any. I mean, I want to be able to expand and do anything I ever want to do, and have the ability to do it. And I know you can wire things and do this and do that, but again, that's one of those things I don't know how much I trust that either.
Hmm.
So yeah, I don't know, man. I'm gonna do something one way or the other, probably before the end of the year. I can tell you that. So, but I wish I knew when they were coming out with a new 12, if that's what it's gonna be. Because I know Horizon hadn't really dropped any information about it that I've seen anywhere. So I don't know who you're talking with, but IX12 has a thicker antenna. I can barely feel the antenna on the Radio Master. Okay. See, Michael Reiska says I love my 12 too. Yeah, see. That's what we need to do, man. We need to put up a survey on YouTube. IX, of course, we know the 9 is a given. 9, 12, and 20. And just see where we go, what we get, I'd be interested to know what the community has to say and everybody's thoughts. And I know not as many people probably have the 20 because of the price. So I don't even know if it would be a fair poll, but I'd just be curious. And I think the 9 is definitely a good kind of. It's just a good radio before you get into the computerized touch Bluetooth crap. Yeah, I get all that too. I think the IX20 is the way to go if you can afford it. That's what David Martin Graff was saying. See, and that's kind of where I'm at, man. I mean, I can. And so, but there again, it's like, just because I can afford something doesn't mean I want to spend that much money at the end of the day. Damn. Decisions. Victor says, the main thing that I use the internet for was just to register it and download a photo of my jet to save for my model memory. Well, that's true too. We all know Kenny would like to order his midget strippers on his internet for his radio. Let's see. Joseph, log on to the lipokings.com. Made the 12 coming new $50. Okay, so better run time. You also need 20. You also do though need a 20. No, I don't. Like I said, I don't need a 20. There's a difference in your needs and your wants. That's what my mother always told me. What you want won't kill you. Your needs will. So yeah, there's that. I made a 10,500 milliamp pack for my IX12 that lasts a couple of days of flying between recharges. Yeah, I mean that's good. Man, I don't know, guys. I don't know. Like I said, decisions. Because like I said, I know I can sell these two right here just like that. And but I got to decide what I'm going to do before I do that. I got to have a radio. And then I need to get all of these put on SD cards because everything's on my DX8, and I'd want to be able to transfer it over. So that would be something that I definitely would, want to get put on a card to make sure that I could send it over. Because God knows I surely wouldn't want to have to reprogram every airplane I have. Yeah, we're still here, Pilot Ryan. Woo! Waiting on you, buddy. Waiting on you, man. Talking radios, man. Talking radios. IX20 has 3 times faster. Well, see, David, and that's the thing. I know the 20 has a faster processor, and that's what Dustin was saying, that they're coming out with a new 12. That's probably what they're going to do, is put a faster processor in it, because that is the biggest problem that I've heard with the 12, is that it has a slower processor. That being said, that's why I look at the 20, because of the processor. And if you're going to use internet and you're going to use those capabilities, then you want it to be faster, just like a cell phone or anything else. I mean, we can all use a flip phone to do texting things on one key at the time, or you can get a smartphone and be faster, smarter, and the whole 9 yards. And that's the reason we all upgrade smartphones every couple of years, is because they get faster processors, more memory, blah, blah, blah. So, and trust me, they got us all over a barrel on that one, because they know when it's time to get people to upgrade phones, they send out all these updates, and it messes up what you got, so you have to go buy a new one. So they're not stupid there either. And we're just dumb in putting all these updates on there because we feel like we have to have them. Yeah. Let's see. It's only when radio boots up. The 12 is about 90 seconds. After that, 12 runs fine. It's very easy to use. Again, Michael, that's what I've heard. So I don't know how it runs now with internet stuff and downloading things. Like if you wanted to check your Facebook status at the field, or you wanted to look at Instagram or any of those things, I don't know how fast all that works. Can't really say. I've heard a lot of people say. But I can imagine if the 20 has a 3 times faster processor, just like a computer, it's all going to run faster. I mean, it's got to. By the time you get the plane ready, the 12 is ready to go. Sure, true. Program with 40% oppositions. Okay. So yeah, we're getting a lot of good feedback here. Yeah, it works good for me. Well, it's funny, Joseph, the 8 works good for me. I got no complaints with it. I would love to have the more channels. I mean, like, I know who all you guys know who Brian Phillips is. He has a DX18. I don't even know if they still make that anymore. Granted, I don't know that it's got all the voice call outs and stuff like what we have. But I mean, that was a great radio too in its time. Just a good old DX18 with lots of availability for just about anything you need. That was a pretty good radio. Don't use your IX12 for anything other than being a transmitter. You will turn it into a turd. If you really want that stuff. Yeah, I said if you really want the internet stuff, get the IX20. I hear you, Dave Marshall, and thank you for sharing. That's a good way of putting it. So hey guys, check out my turd. But I mean, but what's the point of having it? I mean, that's like saying I've got a cell phone with data, but I can't use data because it turns it into a turd as a cell phone. I mean, I'm just saying, if you got it, you might want to use it or something. I don't know. And I guess my next question is, for instance, if you got such a big screen on an IX12 or 20, can you watch YouTube videos on it? Don't know. Just curious.
I don't know either. I mean, that's like my thing is, like, I got my phone in my hand if I want to watch YouTube videos or like listen to music and stuff. But I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'm just old and grumpy.
Well, I mean, again, you didn't like an iWatch either, and I get that. It's for some people.
Hey,
I love mine.
Well, I
nothing
mean,
for
look,
it.
I mean, I don't get
Um,
I don't. My thing like with the iWatch is like it's $300, right? That's
Where'd you buy yours?
no,
Mine
because
was a hell of a lot more than that.
well, I didn't get the top of the line. I got the like the SE model, which is like the only difference between those two is the processor and the ability to read your basically has like a EKG monitor on it. But like other than that, like they're pretty much the same. So for me, what I'm looking into now is I'm possibly switching insulin pumps, or I'm upgrading my insulin pump from a different manufacturer or the current manufacturer I've got, upgrading it. The caveat to that is, if I do, I would be getting the iWatch just so I can look at my risk and I can check and see what my blood sugar is, because now the pump can talk to your phone, which will talk to your watch, or it can talk to the watch as well. So you can constantly just look and see what it is, versus
Yeah.
having to pull it out type thing. But like for me, like the voice recognition, awesome, 10 times better than the phone. But
Yes.
like I don't get a lot of text throughout the day. Like if somebody wants to get a hold of me, they call me. And then like being in the workshop and stuff, not the machine shop, but like the workshop, I was always scared of hitting it against a rebar or like something metal, because I don't want to scratch it. I don't want to, it's a lot of money. But then getting into the machine shop, the coolant is water mixed with oil, so that's all fine and dandy. But once you wash your hands, you can still have oil on the part. So like I used to wear a diabetic bracelet all the time, but then of course
You're right.
it gets soaked up by water and oil. So then I have to like clean it all the time, and then you have to let it dry for 2 days because it's just a thick material. It's that it's paracord is what it's made from.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, we'll see.
Well, I mean, again, it's like I said, it's a matter of what you like and what technology you don't like. I always had big chunky divers watches like Invictas and stuff, Seikos, and
Yeah, I always
I
had
didn't
like a
think,
Sonoda.
yeah, I didn't think I'd ever want an iWatch, and I thought, this is kind of wimpy. I don't think I want it, and now I can't be without it. It's the first thing I put on every morning.
Mm-hmm.
That's what you get used to and what you like. Mine, I don't have to have a phone with me. I can leave my phone at home and go to California, and my watch becomes my phone. So, it's got its own SIM card and the whole 9 yards, but it links to my phone. So I like that because I don't have to be connected to my phone or have it in my pocket wherever I go. Um, so that makes it nice too. And yes, the voice recognition is much better on the watch than it is on the phone. Um, so, again, it's just what you like. And a lot of guys do like the IX12. And I probably would too. It'd be probably a superior upgrade over what I have, I guess. I don't know. Um, but there's still what David Snyder said. The IX20 is marked down, but it's on back order, $1,400. Okay, well, yeah. So I guess that is high, but at the end of the day, hell, you pay $1,000 or more for a cell phone these days. I mean, that practically does, other than a phone call, which you could do with a flip phone for $25. You're paying for a computer in your hand, so there's where your expense is. So yeah, and yes, the iX20 does come with a nice case for that kind of money. It ought to. It ought to come with somebody to rub your back for that price. Or anything you got for that matter. Midget strippers would pop out of the case. Kenny would dig that. Um, and you're right, Kenny. Why would I need it? Why would you need midget strippers? I'm just saying. Why do we need a lot of things we want? We don't need them. We want them. Just because it looks nice, I guess. I don't know. But no, I'm going to decide something probably before the end of the year and do something one way or the other. But what RC Air Marshal said, Nathaniel, you would definitely need a separate channel with a nose gear steering no matter what you do. True that. Yep, $1,400. Oh my God. Yeah, it is true. But I mean, you know what? I think a brand new DX8 Gen 2 is like 379. You go up to a 9, you're talking what? 450, 500, close to
Mm-hmm.
it. I mean, so really $1,400 for a 20 with internet capability, Bluetooth. Yeah, I mean I guess it's in line with everything else if you look at the size and what you're getting. Um, so and the iX12 is in stock, says David Snyder, for $629. So, but it makes you wonder if David, if they're coming out with a new 12, what it will do to the old 12 as far as price tag goes, or will they discontinue that one? Would be the question. Um, you know, don't need or won't midget stripper, Jeff. That was chibi still. I hear you, Kenny. Sam. Yeah. Let's see. Now, before you scoff at $1,400 for an iX20, go check out how much a 20-channel Futaba cost or a 20-channel Jedi. Tell me how much those cost. The iX12 is very competitively priced. Yeah, one of our guys in our field, he's got the new Futaba, Baron Walker. He flies Futaba with all his jets, man. And he just got the new one, and I didn't even ask him what it cost. It's got a sexy sounding lady's voice. I will say that. Better than Spectrum.
You know what? I would buy a new radio right now if they had Samuel Jackson's voice with his famous cuss words in it. Like, you done crashed. What the hell you doing, mother?
Well, I think 12 or the 20, you can program the stuff in them you want, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, that's right.
I know
Yeah, 20
RC Air
can.
Marshal had something programmed into his that we all remember. So I do know you can program some things into them. Where are the detailed planes? Does Jeff have any highly detailed planes? Are you breathing, Dana? I've got an F-16 totally customized painted up here in Arctic camo. I have a what is it? F-86 that is totally detailed out. I have a Corsair that has been totally custom painted, and I have a Spitfire that has been totally custom painted. See Jeff's Custom RC for the detailed videos on those. And so yes, I love to customize and airbrush and paint my planes. And also check out Mr. Dave Marshall for the one he just did in the Splinter. Did an awesome scheme. So yeah, a lot of us guys love to detail, Dana. I mean, that's what we do, man. Paint. You know, it's just some of them scream for it, some of them don't. And then sometimes when you crash one slightly, rather than trying to fix it to perfection, you go ahead and weather it to hide those imperfections, and it makes it really come to life and makes it look better. So, yeah, I've got several right here above me in my trailer and in the spare room that are highly detailed that I customize that I love to do. So yeah, thanks for that question. Some people like to detail and customize, some don't. I got friends at the field don't even like to put stickers on their planes.
And I got friends in low places.
Well, that's we know that. Hey, what are you saying?
Oh, man.
All right, brother. What time are we looking at? It's 5 minutes to 10.
Ooh, Lord have mercy.
Let's let these guys go. We
Get
appreciate
that
you guys
fucking
tonight. We have held anywhere from 40 to over 50 tonight for the most part, unless we were having some technical difficulties. And even then, you guys hung in there with us. So,
and I appreciate you guys from the bottom of my heart, even though you can't see it.
Bottom of the Skippy jar, no
Yeah, I
doubt.
was about to say. There you go.
And check out all our friends. Tomorrow night we have Hump Day Wednesday RC with Mr. GB Linden. And then Thursday night, of course, we have the Kenny Marathon. Friday night, we have Mr. Dave's RC. Saturday night, we have Pilot Ryan with the Pilots Lounge, Pilot Ryan Media. And Sunday night, Mary Boozers. And then back to Monday night, we have RC Air Marshal and Guniac. And Guniac's doing a lot of great things, guys. So definitely check out all your friends. Watch the videos. Please comment. It helps us all. It makes us all feel good. This is a thumb, and there's a thumbs up button on every video, guys. Please hit it. It takes a second to touch it. Also, there's a notification bell. It says all. Hit that as well. That way you know when we're putting up videos, guys. So it takes a second to hit a bell and give a thumbs up. And if you like, go the extra mile and write a comment. And I promise you, I'll get back with you, and most all of these guys will, and tell you how much they appreciate it. So definitely show your support. It just makes us all feel good, and it helps with the algorithms on YouTube. Doesn't cost you a dime. Tell your friends, shout it out. Tell your loved ones, tell your mom, tell your dad to subscribe. They got nothing to lose, something to do, you know. Yeah, thanks everybody, and thanks Dustin for getting us up here tonight, even though you couldn't see your mug.
Not that you guys want to, but it's okay.
You got anything else you want to throw in there, man? Anything coming up?
Not really. What I was gonna say is we should one day during the week is we should go up to Thomasville, because there's a place called Anderson's RC. They got a lot of stuff. Like if you take Hangar 18 and add Raleigh Hobby and put them together, then times it by 2.
Oh man.
Like
Yeah.
they got a lot of. They're on Facebook. Go look them up. They got a lot of stuff.
It's called what?
They Anderson.
What's the name of it? Anderson RC?
Yep.
Okay, cool. I definitely will, man. I'd love to. How far is that from you?
It's like south of Greensboro or Greenville. Excuse me, Greensboro.
Okay, so what do you say, 3 hours from Greenville?
It's about 2.5-ish.
Okay. All right. Yeah, we could. Brian would definitely do a road trip on that, man. He went to Hangar 18 Sunday, I think, in Raleigh Hobby. So. We could definitely take a road trip and do that, man. So. All right, man. Well, look, let's get out of here and let these guys have their evening. And yeah, so just again, guys, thank you, and we hope to see you next Tuesday night. We'll be on Dustin's channel, Raven Rock. Tune in for that one, and I'm sure Dustin will be putting up some video of his new machine. Guys, check it out and watch his Instagram, because I know he'll be putting up some stuff on Instagram for that. Give it a like. And like I said, when you get out of here tonight, if you get bored, check out the video I just put up on Jeff's Custom RC of Mr. Frank flying the Carbon Z Cessna 150. Think you'll like it. And again, thanks, guys, and we hope to see you next week.
Later, y'all. Take care of you.
See you.
Bye.